Your cat is ignoring you right now. Maybe they walked past you without a glance. Maybe you called their name and they didn't even twitch an ear. Maybe you reached out and they turned away like you weren't there. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you took it personally. Most people do, because we read cat behavior through a human lens. And in human terms, being ignored means you don't matter. It means something is wrong. It means the other person doesn't care. But your cat is not a person. And what looks like cold indifference is actually one of the most misread signals in the entire human-cat relationship. Once you understand what's really happening, you'll never feel rejected by your cat again. And the last behavior on this list, the one most owners completely misread, might be the most important thing you learn about your cat today. 1. The blank stare isn't emptiness. It's assessment. You're sitting across the room. Your cat is looking at you, not warmly, not with any visible expression, just looking, flat eyes, still face, no movement. You probably assumed they were zoning out or being cold. Here's what's actually happening. Cats don't have the same range of facial microexpressions that humans use to signal emotion. Their faces are built for different things: detecting movement, tracking prey, communicating with other cats through subtle body signals most humans can't read. So when you look at your cat's face and see nothing, that's not because there's nothing there. It's because you don't speak the language. That blank stare is your cat running a full assessment of you. They're reading your posture, your breathing, the tension in your shoulders, the way your hands are resting. They're collecting data, processing, deciding. In cat communication, a direct calm gaze is actually a sign of comfort. A cat that feels threatened looks away. A cat that is nervous avoids eye contact entirely. But a cat that stares at you steadily with a relaxed body, that cat is not ignoring you. That cat is paying very close attention to you. The blank stare isn't rejection. It's focus. And the fact that your cat is doing it to you means you're worth focusing on. 2. When they walk past you, they're not dismissing you. This one stings. You're sitting on the couch, and your cat walks into the room. You look at them, maybe you say their name, and they walk right past you like you're a piece of furniture. They find a spot across the room, sit down, and face the other direction. Feels like a snub. It's not. Here's what you need to understand about how cats move through space. Cats don't greet the way humans do. They don't acknowledge everyone they pass. In a multi-cat household, cats who are completely bonded will walk past each other constantly without any acknowledgement whatsoever. That's not coldness, that's comfort. It means the other presence is so familiar, so safe, so expected, that it doesn't require a response. When your cat walks past you without reacting, they're putting you in the same category as their most trusted companions. You're not a stranger to be assessed. You're not a threat to be monitored. You're just part of the world, their world, and that's the highest compliment a cat can pay. The cats that get watched carefully, tracked closely, and never walked past without a reaction. Those are the ones cats aren't sure about yet. 3. The turn back is not rejection. It's the opposite. Of all the things cats do that hurt owners' feelings, this one wins. You're right there. You could reach out and touch them. And your cat turns around and faces completely away from you, back toward you, tail maybe flicking once, seemingly unbothered by your existence. You think, they don't want to be near me. But here's what that turn back actually means. A cat that doesn't trust you keeps you in their line of sight. Always. They want to see where you are, what you're doing, whether you're moving toward them. A cat on high alert does not take their eyes off the thing they're uncertain about. So when your cat sits with their back to you, what they're telling you is this: I don't need to watch you. I know where you are. I know you're safe. I don't need to monitor you because you've never given me a reason to. That turn back is your cat's version of closing their eyes. It's vulnerability. It's the quiet announcement that you are trusted completely. They're not facing away from you. They're leaning into a world where you're behind them, and that's perfectly fine. Next time your cat turns their back to you, don't feel dismissed. Feel chosen. For ignoring their name is not stubbornness. It's a choice. You say your cat's name. Nothing. You say it again. One ear maybe twitches. You say it a third time, louder. and your cat slowly turns their head to look at you with an expression you can only describe as deliberate, then looks away again. Every cat owner has been there, and the frustration is real. But here's what research actually shows. A study published in Animal Cognition confirmed that cats can recognize their own names. They distinguish them from other words. They know, and they choose whether to respond. That choice is not defiance. It's autonomy. Cats are not wired the way dogs are. They didn't evolve to respond to human commands as a survival strategy. Dogs needed to please the pack leader to survive. Cats survived by being self-sufficient, independent, responsive to their own instincts, not someone else's voice. So when your cat hears their name and chooses not to come, they're not broken. They're not being difficult. They're being exactly what they are, a creature with their own internal world who responds on their own terms. Here's the thing though. Watch what happens when something is actually wrong. When your cat is scared, or sick, or genuinely needs you, they will find you. They will make noise. They will not ignore you. The ignoring only happens when everything is fine. When they feel safe enough not to need to respond. That silence is actually a sign of security, not indifference. 5. The slow look away is not boredom. It's trust. You're trying to connect with your cat. You're looking at them, and they look back at you for just a moment, then slowly, deliberately, look somewhere else. Not with urgency, not with tension, just a calm, unhurried shift of attention. Most people read that as, they got bored of me. But behaviorists who study feline communication describe that slow look away as one of the most positive signals a cat can send. Here's why. In cat language, prolonged direct eye contact is a confrontation. It's what two cats do when they're about to fight. Holding a stare is a challenge. Creates tension. So when your cat looks at you and then looks away, slowly, softly, without any body tension, they're actively diffusing that confrontation energy. They're saying, I see you. I'm not threatened by you. There's nothing here to fight about. We're good. That look away is de-escalation. It's peace. It's your cat choosing to keep the atmosphere between you calm and safe rather than charged and tense. The next time your cat looks at you and then looks gently away, try this. Look back at them softly and do the same. A slow, calm look away. You'll notice what happens. That small exchange is a conversation. One of the most real ones you can have with your cat. 6. When your cat ignores you after you've been gone. Pay attention to this one. You come home. You've been out for hours, maybe all day. Your cat is somewhere in the house and they do not come running. No greeting at the door. No meowing. You have to go find them, and when you do, they barely acknowledge you. Maybe they get up and walk away. This is the one most owners get completely wrong. You think they're punishing you. You think they're mad. You think somehow, in your absence, you lost ground. But here's the truth that changes everything. Cats don't punish. That's a human concept projected onto animal behavior. What your cat is actually experiencing in that moment is something far more interesting and far more touching than anger. When you've been gone a long time, your cat goes through a process of recalibrating. Your absence created a gap in their sensory world. Your smell faded. The sounds you make weren't there. The warmth of your presence, which your cat has mapped so carefully over months and years, was simply gone. And when you come back, they don't know quite what to do with that information yet. They need a moment. They need to reestablish that you're real, that you're here, that everything is back to normal. That coolness after you return is not anger. It's readjustment. It's your cat's emotional and sensory system getting back online. And here's what happens if you just stay calm, stay present, and don't chase them for that reassurance. Within minutes, sometimes within an hour, your cat will come to you. Not because you demanded it, not because you called their name 10 times, but because their system finished recalibrating. Because they processed what they needed to process. And when they come to you on their own terms after that, that's not casual. That's your cat choosing, again, to close the distance. The same way they've been choosing you all along, quietly, without announcement, in a language most owners never learned to hear. Until now.